My other favorite is when she can't think of the word in English and I just yell at her, just say it in Portuguese. Eventually I might figure it out.
Because Spanish is
not even close to Portuguese.
Because Portuguese is Spanish's good friend that's kind of slightly drunk all the time.
Slightly drunk all the time.
Yeah.
Maybe also
Spanish's good friend who has way too much phlegm.
Right.
Yeah.
It's all of
way
us.
Too much.
No, it's like it's
like us.
Here.
Yeah. For us, it's more like
Yeah.
It's like you gargle.
Sorry, I just sound like a kissing cat. I'm sorry.
Russell Peters said it the best. Portuguese sounds like Spanish spoken by a deaf Russian. It's the best explanation I've ever heard, and I'm like, yeah, you're right.
Dissociative fugue, formerly fugue state. Psychogenic fugue.
Yeah.
This is a dissociative disorder.
Yeah.
And a rare psychiatric disorder characterized by reversible amnesia or personality identity, including the memories, personality, and other identity characteristics of the individuality. The state can last days.
Wait, why is this important?
Because way back, like 10 minutes ago, Tony said he was in a fugue state, except he mispronounced it. And I was like, you mean fugue? And he was like, yeah, that's right, fugue.
No, it's like the Pogues.
No. What?
No.
Just like
the Irish band, the Pogues.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, the Pogues were an English or Anglo-Irish Celtic punk band fronted by Shane McGowan and others, founded in King's Cross, London in 1980.
Right.
As Pogue Mahone.
Right.
Or Pogue.
The Anglicisation of the Irish Gaelic Pogue Mo Owen, meaning kiss my arse.
No, kiss mine.
Kiss Mars.
Kiss Mars.
We're recording.
Good content.
Are we?
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm barely contributing, but those were some hot facts. Hot takes with hot facts.
Yep.
Sexiest facts.
Right. Join us for a clean read through of Wikipedia.
A clean read through? Are you sure this is our stream?
Hey, John.
Yeah.
I got all of my 7C books, and they're beautiful. But I noticed today that when you put them together, they make a picture.
No.
Yeah, they do.
No.
And
you mentioned this, and I remembered about the wrist thing.
God damn it.
so
Shit.
I think that
What did I...
that's okay.
Never mind.
I've already made them. I used Deanna as a size model. I went, if it fits her, it'll fit other people. Anyway,
I have the tools to fix them if it doesn't anyways. But yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
So they make a picture, but I don't think I have them in the right order because the picture looks a little weird or I'm missing a book.
What does the picture look like?
It's like it's a horizon. Like there's some land and clouds. And the book, so I read about the Kemet because that's why I bought those books.
Of course. I told you you would get the Jones in if you read.
Yeah, that's why we have to play several games in 7C.
You read the Sorcery, right?
I did read the Sorcery, and I got the flavor.
Oh.
But I think in the end I prefer the earth magic and the Lechi. So
good.
I'm staying with my guns. Anyway, yeah, they all go together and make a picture. But I don't think I have them in the right order because at the end it looks kind of funny.
Well, part of the scenery and load.
Yeah, it just I feel like I'm either missing a book or because there's like a jump in the.
You have Pirate Nations.
I do have Pirate Nations.
Okay, trying to think which one that could be.
Yeah, I have Pirate, Sarmatian. I have them all. I have Crescent, Sarmatian, New World, Land of
somewhere
Gold.
online that shows you how to make the pretty picture.
They could be. I'll dig into the Kickstarter notes because I don't know. I get them constantly. I wonder if the book of body sea chanties actually is part of it.
Oh, I
The
need
what?
that one.
That's a real thing.
Do
Yeah,
you need
that's
that one?
Yes,
I don't know.
Sea
Why do you
shanty
need
book.
that one, Tony?
because that's who I am. It's part of my identity.
As your character or as you? Don't say yes.
I already heard it like before.
Affirmative.
I heard the thought. It just
I concur.
But yeah, I put the pictures best I could, but there's like a weird like jump in the shore. There's like a cove.
All right.
I don't know how to explain this.
I'm on the case. I will figure this out for you.
I need to borrow the one that's about the actual continental United States.
It's the same book you have, Tony.
No, it's not. New World is about basically the Bahamas and Mexico.
Yeah.
Okay, so
It's
what's the one
Caribbean
you're talking
and
about?
South America.
Like the Seven Nations or something? I think it's a reference to not Europe.
Okay, well, while Lisa's doing that, Sally, can you fill me in really quick? Because I left the game early last time, and all I have was the Sterlings got a letter from the Bright Combs, and then they started playing with their drinks
they
Oh, yeah, that's
started
right.
playing with their drinks. Okay.
and food.
And
And
that was
that's
the
all I
new
have.
day.
Yeah, Sterling started to hit the sauce.
You guys should
I
look
don't
at
have
the
anything
Yeah,
description
like
so-
that, Tony.
for the what?
I don't have anything like that.
Maybe that's what it is then.
I have the core rule book.
Yeah.
Nations of Thea Volume 1 and 2.
Yeah.
Heroes and Villains.
Okay.
Crescent Empire, Pirate Nation, New World, and Lands of Fire and Gold, or Gold and Fire.
I think you're missing the East.
The East.
Yeah, which is Cathay.
Oh boy.
Them not
Or-
China folk.
Yeah, it's Asia.
Yeah.
It's more like, well, it's like Singapore and
But anyway, like, so what happened?
So we led you and Russ under the underground of the ship, and
There for that.
I was there for that.
yeah, so we told them the ship was cursed, and we exorcised the demon, as it were.
Yeah, no, this is
And
the,
then
the next day.
And then,
At night when they. Oh yeah, the next morning. My
The
bad.
next
yeah, the
morning.
next morning,
Yeah.
Russ received a gift from Princess Brightcomb,
Yep, I got that.
and so did the Sterlings.
And the last thing I got was the Sterlings. Well, Mr. Sterling started imbibing.
Yeah, so Mr. Sterling ate an eat me cake,
Yeah.
and then temporarily gained the chemistry discipline.
Yeah, because you could taste it.
Yeah, he could actually taste the cake, and then he was making wishes, but didn't realize that every time he made a wish, it was using his willpower. And now he's a tired, sad Mr. Sterling, and Mrs. Sterling's like.
None of it was real.
And then I sent out the humans for a fancy box to put the rest of the cakes, and a real bottle of champagne, since ours was fake.
And then did anything else happen?
No.
No, that was pretty much where we ended.
Yeah.
I mean, my last line says, Everett is bummed about the wishes not being real.
Dead.
True stories.
Okay, cool. I'm all caught up. So
I
this
don't
is
know
still
why-
that same day?
Yeah, it was like, that was the beginning of the night, actually. So
Okay.
I just don't know what the heck I'd be doing. I'm Frankie right now. There's that.
Well, I was about to say, who are you?
I'm Frankie.
Or Frankie did it?
Who are
As
you?
usual, Tasha was there for the actual court meeting.
Right.
And she's like the least helpful in actually conveying anything to the others. Were we supposed to do anything today? Let's see.
And I'm recovered from a gunshot wound, yeah?
I think you
Yeah,
spent.
you ate a person in the alleyway.
Yeah, so I should be...
Yeah.
Yeah, at this point, sure.
Okay.
Yeah, I think you murdered a rando.
I did.
And,
You
Oh,
Capri
oh.
Sun that shit.
yep.
You know, it was either me or him, and it definitely wasn't going to be me.
So it looks like we have Frankie this evening.
Yeah.
That's right.
Right. New night. New night. Who dis?
This is my life.
I mean, I get up, I'm like, what the fuck's going on? Why is this bracelet on me? The fuck is this?
You don't have to wear it, but don't lose it.
What is it?
I gave it to Tasha's.
So you gave it to Tasha, but not to me?
Well, do you want it?
Well, I don't know how I feel about this. Did you give it to me, or like collective me, or just 1/4?
Oh, that's right. Frankie's like
aware.
I
Lawbreaker.
don't know,
Yeah,
Frankie.
there
You tell
is-
me.
There's no non-complicated answer to that question, boy. I treat your 3 others as their own entities. You make decisions
Well,
for the collective.
Right, but
So-
now I'm confused because I'm jealous. But I'm jealous of me? What? Wow. I'm
That's-
sorry. I'm sorry I'm like this.
That is
You know
that
how
is
often I've
beyond
said
my
that in my
ability
life?
to help, my boy. I am not.
All right, well, I'll just keep it here, and then you can tell me the story about it one day, and then I can feel like I'm in the loop.
There's not much to tell. It's from my sire. My sire was Cree. Well, Montagnier actually, but Cree is easier. And I promised Tasha I was gonna give her something because she I don't know. We did some stuff in the ship last night, and it was
Oh, yeah,
it
how
was
did
a
that go?
hassle and a half to keep her quiet and not get us all shot. And she did it. So good on her.
All right.
I've,
Yeah.
you
Also,
know,
there was this random horse carving on my body.
that's your other dad. You take that up to him. I have enough explaining my side of the business.
Right? Yeah. You've got 2 out of 4 now.
So, but here the lowdown. If you'd like to wear it, I'd be happy for you to have it. It makes more sense for you to have it than me.
Alrighty.
Frankie, like, is this what we've been doing to people?
Pretty much.
Right? That moment of realization.
Yeah, I was like, oh man, I'm sorry.
Frankie's reached that part of life where you're like, is that what I've been putting my parents through? Shit.
Oh man.
Do we have anything on the book?
No. You've had court. You are up to your own devices.
Okay, if anyone else wants to go first, they can. But I am gonna talk to.
Mrs. Sterling, what are you going to do with your exhausted husband?
He's already exhausted. There's not a lot I can do with him now.
Every once in a while, lift his arm and let it flop down and be like, yeah.
Well, like I said, I sent the humans out for refreshment for themselves and a fancy box, so they should be gone for a while. I think I just sit with him and we read out loud to each other. Just, I don't know, we languish in our ridiculous Victorian lavishery.
Oh,
And she makes a pot of tea just to fucking have one.
Sorry, I
Right.
need to totally interrupt this because you said the word Victorian. That triggered something. Jabberwock is still open for bookings before they get sold.
That would be
Wait,
so.
who were?
JC found a listing for a place in Monterey that's being sold. She was like, if only I had $5 million to buy this. And I was like, this is a weird setup. They have bathrooms, like full soaking tubs in the middle of this bedroom. This is not a house. This is an inn. And then I looked at a few more pictures and it was like the Jabberwock Inn. And I was like, yeah, because I noticed one of the rooms had and the Mumrath's out grave in a ribbon across the top of it. And I'm like, that's from the Jabberwock poem.
Mhm.
Oh, it's an inn. So apparently they're still renting rooms until April.
Doesn't say when, but I was thinking we should just take a weekend. Go.
I would love the shit out of that.
Get the master suite with the extra bedrooms.
Nice.
That would be great.
So Frank and Abe, what are you're getting up to this evening?
Fuck.
Well, if we don't have any pressing business, I need to do a little bit of hunting because
I mean, I guess there's that.
I'm down a few.
I mean, I kind of want to go look up, like, if there are any Bradfords in the area just for shiggles, but I got to figure out how I'm going to do that without Abe thinking, oh man, Frankie's going to go and kill some Bradfords now. Don't say that out loud. That doesn't count.
You know, you just need to talk about it.
Sure. But anyway, yeah.
But yeah, outside of that, I don't know that Abe has any pressing business.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Yeah, every so often, Mr. Sterling drifts to his heavier accent, and it's difficult to understand because he's not really trying. Alan,
Yes.
you gone over to the von Eckebert residence? Knocking, the doors open by a fetchingly voluptuous woman outfit that's appropriate to you. Probably would be
Hannah cocks an eyebrow and goes, Are you French?
and harsh Russian accent. She's like, no.
Oh,
She's like, no, not gonna happen. No, I'm from. Family was from Siberia.
Can't do it today? Sorry.
No, this is not Bartok. No.
I told him I wanted an NPC that talks like Bartok.
It will not be the voluptuous maid. No.
I'm being, come on.
Nice.
As entertaining as that would be now.
I would like to speak with Bert, if Mr. Von Eckebert, if he's available.
Forgive me, but do you have an appointment? Calling.
Is there anyone else in this? Like
No.
other appointments? What's in this?
It's library. Modest life. The fact that it's actually even more so are very Viennese, high Viennese, modern German, and
pick up something and practice.
Tiniest book. Learning history.
My dice.
I don't know.
Why didn't you tell me I didn't have no dice? How much can I absorb while I'm waiting?
Not much. As soon as you crack it open and realize that these words are duosyllabic at best, and it has like
Yeah.
like there's gonna be a picture on this. She's like, Von Eckebert will. Yeah, I don't know why things are fuzzy today.
It's
weird.
okay. It'll work.
Not to worry.
Mr. Von Eckebert will see you now
Mhm.
and shows you to the stair.
Okay. Going up or down?
Down. Oddly
Yeah,
walk
like
you to the
yeah.
Support you.
Well, I mean, I've been this way before.
I was hoping for a Mr. Vonnegut is not available. He's with a group of gentlemen and they're hitting each other with padded swords.
Just for practice.
I go down and knock on the door.
Oh, no, there's no door at the
Oh,
bottom of that
okay.
stair.
I go
But-
downstairs and I
Get downstairs. It the parlor that's there is coffee table. Moment or to decide. Other end of the room, click open. Gundrum lighting him, wiping his hands on the towel of some sort. Liquid or fluid or something getting off.
Does he look better today?
Favors a lid. Not really. Closes the door behind him. Sort of tucks the rag in and then pulls a high back chair as Caroline, Helen, what do I owe the pleasure?
Mr. Von Eckebert, I was hoping I could spare a moment of your time to ask you.
Oh yeah, as best as one can when one is a corpse. to disabuse ourselves of service. The truth shall shine.
Well,
But thank you.
so here's my situation. I have some concept of what the permission I would like to doing out bearing bags.
Ah. Well. The couple courts I've been active members of outside of this, one doesn't count because in my home of Vienna, rather, well, like mushrooms, the captain's are dark and fed on sheep. So I don't count that one. One thereafter though, that one was kind of unorthodox. Our prisoners themselves, magistrate,
Mm-hmm.
keep Persian of oligarchy. But I've gathered as a primogen, so long as you've been one, mostly a babysitting title as far as I can see. Prince Wish, but someone of your line step out of line, you are on the hook for it. This place is particularly saturated. He's speaking from.
Okay.
I'm thankful for that. A bit. So it's to defer any bad times.
Should I speak with
Me giggling. I mean, if you get him to something, yeah, set. Quick. The Elysium. That would be.
anyone in
And himself.
Yep. Okay.
McDonough.
McDonough.
Dermot McDermott.
Dermot McDermott.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay.
Dermot McDermott, the Kermit Mermit. Hermit.
What in the heck is a mermit?
I meant to say hermit.
Kind of like a marmot, but not.
Yeah, the Hermit Mermit.
It's,
Like a
it's a
hermit.
marmot that has a shell on
Do you-
its
I was
back.
like,
and then-
are you saying marmot?
yeah, marmot.
A Herkimer Mermit.
Or is this like a Vegemite moment where it's just
A Herkimer
too bitter
Marmot
for anyone?
Herkimer marmot. Right?
named Dermot McDermott.
My God.
Okay. Thank you. I hope you feel better.
Oh yeah. A few accidents. Back to
And tell Marisol.
Oh, that possible. Didn't make perception plus empathy or subterfuge. If you like.
Right. Perfume. I get attentive.
Sure.
Difficulty.
Oh yeah, we set those here. 8.
You know, we playing again?
Nobody knows.
There are D10s that we may roll, perhaps.
Bert has more complex feelings about my.
Okay.
Oh no.
Feelings.
Oh no. Oh no.
Are you-
Your phone's in the way.
Why
Oh,
are you
it
looking
did not
at
matter.
text? Yeah.
Did not matter.
Hi.
Can you see it?
Do
Can you
not
see it?
sit in my.
Can you see it?
Do not sit in
Right there.
my.
Oh, there she is.
You may think you fits, but you.
And with that, I thank him and I.
John.
He actually stepped out.
Hey,
I
Frankie.
was making him some coffee. Right,
Now's the time to run away, Frankie. Go for it.
I'm running.
There is no one to stop you now.
The power.
And now they're having such a good time.
I mean, like, neither of my dads are here. What sort of trouble do I get into now? You know, if I don't find any Bradfords, I probably just want to go B&E something just for the hell of it.
I was about to say, in the back of your voice, you hear Stella whisper, I am something.
Yo, guys, it's time to jump off something.
What are you looking for?
Family members
Me?
to murder.
Oh, right.
Yeah, because I hate most of those assholes.
Her blood fam.
Her actual human family that eats human food.
I am a human.
Usually.
Yes,
Like a human.
I have just as many, if not organs, than.
I have those organs. They just don't work anymore.
So with Abe around, would go out hunting, right?
Yeah. Oh, John just came back. Darn it.
Did not
Don't
move
get
fast
to sneak
enough.
away.
You tried to run, but he caught up with you.
Nope.
Nope.
Well, at least you weren't here when I was saying what other things I might be up to.
Well,
3 out of 4 personalities agree. It's time to jump off something.
you assume Abe would not support your extracurriculars.
Totally like trying to, play it off like it's nothing then.
You guys go out hunting. Go ahead and arouse roll. I think
Carouse.
Survival, man.
that's the term they use.
I
Oh. Is it?
love my sheet.
Um,
I'm not ready for class.
yeah, it is on some versions of the game.
Didn't.
I don't know. I thought I was like, my dice are here. That's all I need, right? Shit.
You just rolled up to the test and you're like, I don't have line paper.
Oh, man. Damn it. This is not a number 2 pencil.
Right. Can you give me a sheet? I'll give it back to you, I promise.
Oh man, the spare blue book or the spare Scantron was the worst in college.
Oh, God, yeah.
You'd walk in and be like, shit. And then you'd
Why
be
do you always have to be
scrounging
this
your like bag. You'd be like, do I have like $1? Can I bribe someone for $1?
I always
Oh,
took
I
extra.
remember
was like,
those feels.
I can get a snack.
So wait, what am I rolling? What?
Social feeds, carousing, charisma plus empathy.
Oh, dear. Wow, we're going to fail, aren't we? We get caught. This is where it ends. No, I'm just kidding. Wait. What is my empathy? Oh, I actually have some.
Well, this is if they're doing it like as part of a party. So, how are you hunting? As I don't think either of you would hunt like this.
I prowl like a hunting animal because I look like one. So
I mean, we probably go somewhere that's kind of out of the way and maybe like, I don't know, drunk people.
Yeah.
What do you feel like? Drunk people? Drunk people? I don't know. I'm running out of ideas.
What do you want to be on the menu? Do we get like dock workers or maybe like high society folk? Like, what do you feel?
I mean, impaired folks always helps. You have to understand that me being out in the open breaks the masquerade, even if I don't do anything.
That's true story.
So, that's
Yeah, but I'm here now. I got this, Dad. Famous last words.
that is not reassuring
No?
one bit. In fact, it's worse. I'm more nervous.
But yeah, I think like alleyway, look for some like
Yeah.
peeps that are either like have just finished carousing themselves or
I just dripped boiling
homeless.
hot tea on my knee.
Oh, no.
Jesus Christ.
At least it wasn't farther north.
The tender spot.
Yeah, that's not good.
Oh,
Yeah.
It's not good with that.
I'm fine. It's worth it. It's good.
Yeah, I think
Oh my god.
I think at the exit of a saloon or tavern is always good.
Oh, interesting. Oh, no. 20 years later on this game, still learning. Love it.
What now?
So, hey, do either of you have fewer blood points in your body than 7 minus your...
No.
Nope.
You guys are...
Yeah.
I'm a pretty big bag.
Yeah, you are. You're the
I'm
biggest.
sorry.
I'm the biggest.
7 minus what?
Self-control.
Yeah, I have many more than that.
Yeah, for me, the
Yeah.
threshold would be
I'm good.
All right.
yeah, it would be 3 for me. Yeah.
I don't even know what she's.
Protesting. All right.
But
Roll me straight perception. Difficult.
okay.
4.
2.
I also got 2.
I lifted up my fingers with the 2 as if that
Yeah, I saw him do it.
as if that did fucking anything.
Good job, man.
What a dumbass.
Oh, hey, I
Aw.
remember that correctly. Nice. The vampire may now ingest 1 die's worth of blood points. Yeah, 2d10 for both of you.
Hey. All right. Back to 4.
Same.
All right, Frankie, do you wish to slip away from Axe Dad?
Yes.
Wow. Best child. Gets a new gift.
Right. Abe actually sits in a shadowed corner and lights a pipe, and he's just like, "So, what's up for rest of the night?"
And nothing answers back.
I mean,
Bullshit.
if you do actually say something out loud, I'll say, so I've got 2 letters in mind.
2 letters.
Yeah, one of them's a B.
Yeah.
The other one's an E.
I mean, I know how to read, but I haven't gone to school long, so you're gonna have to explain what you want to do.
She just wants to be.
I just want to be.
Right? I know you don't want to fuck with bees, so that's how.
There's not enough E's for that. I just want to, I don't know, I want to do something spontaneous, like break into something and steal something.
What? Just for the hell of it?
I'm not gonna get caught.
This last word.
Is there a goal for this, or?
I mean, does there have to be?
I mean, usually.
Shinies, or maybe. Well, I haven't decided yet if I want to just find some silver and put it in my pockets, or if I want to go and find some of my family members.
I mean, one of these things will take you further along.
I mean, okay, like,
I mean, are you trying to get a weird bug out of your system, or are you trying to find something?
both. I don't know. I just feel like I've never really, I haven't really done anything that I thought was fun since we got here.
Yeah, was that your idea of fun?
Which part?
Breaking into people's properties.
Yeah. You don't know how I got by before I met you.
Yeah, no, I don't. Well,
Hey, look, I'm telling you because
Frankie, you don't need to make an argument. You're your own person. You're further along than most of your other siblings.
Yeah.
If you promise me you won't get caught, I'm gonna walk that away. It's a beautiful evening. I'm gonna take a little detour right by the marina at a distance and smoke my pipe, and I'm gonna let you be.
I can promise you that I will try my hardest not to be caught, but how can I promise you that I won't if I don't know the future?
Well,
I can't tell what the future is.
then you gotta figure out what you're gonna do if that does happen.
I'll think of something.
Yeah, well, that's you know what? I'm just gonna hang around this area. You figure out a way to let me know
All
if
right.
you're in trouble. All
Well,
right.
I'm not going into this thinking I will get in trouble, but sure.
Well, the trouble is a way to find us. So I'm not gonna go with you because I'm not gonna cramp your style, and I'm useless at this kind of stuff anyways. There's not much in it for me. But
You're not useless at
You
this. You
do-
just don't like hunting the things I do in cities.
yeah, well, if you find other of our kind that should not be here, then that will grab my attention.
You mean if I just like come back and be like, "Hey, I got a sabat," would you be like, think I'm like the awesomest son?
Well, yes.
Ooh, challenge accepted.
I was about to say.
Not that you're not already, but that would mean you're hunting the biggest, baddest game.
Well, I don't know if I. Wouldn't that be funny if there was a Bradford who was also a sabat? Man, I'd be able to kill him without any sort of remorse.
You'll be able to do whatever you want.
Yeah, okay. Before let's leave it there before we get too mushy. You said you're gonna stay here? Okay. I'm walking over here now.
I'm gonna be around.
Yeah.
So,
All right. Bye, Dad. Walk off. I don't actually know where I'm going now that I'm doing that, though.
Peace, bye, thanks.
right. She was planning to steal the car, and then I gave her the keys. So now,
Now it's just like, wait, but
Now
okay.
what? Now she's gonna rip her own brakes out just to have something.
she's gonna figure out a way. She's gonna crash it into the fucking mailbox. Yeah, I go take a stroll in the neighborhood. I stick to the shadows, but I just walk around.
Yeah, I'm actually trying to think.
Get like a lay of the land kind of feel.
Mm.
I feel like right now, like the best places I can think of to actually gather information would probably be like the same kinds of places I would go to hunt people, because like what else is open right now but like taverns?
I mean, it's early enough in being, and the city was only recently Yerba Buena, but is now quite a lively metropolis. Ships coming in at hour, miners returning from the gold, busted, booming. It's much of a 24-hour as much any other city world, more so. Locks coming and going.
I have a thought. What sort of, like I mean, there are theaters here, right?
Yes.
Or like opera houses. I don't know. I want to go see a play, but like sneak into it and then follow someone home.
Yeah. Sure.
Cat.
She has such a regal
Like
profile.
I mean, we all have our addictions.
only Bella.
Yeah.
It smells like musk.
Why does your cat smell like musk?
I don't know. This is the way cat smells.
Huh.
Baby. Nothing?
Kind of.
Well, Tony's as well had to
Oh, really?
down highway a little bit and then actually stayed on the ground. I was like,
Mhm. It was very cute.
Aw.
us yelling no 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 was because started heading for his litter box and we were like, no, you can't use litter boxes as a space. Either poop or you're playing.
You pick.
Got only two choices here. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Find what once what appeared to have been built as sort of opera house or all-purpose building that seems to have fallen not into disrepair, but has been repurposed as a as more theater for the people. Um, Signage on the building proclaims it to be La Luz de la Reina, but
Huh.
marquee says the handy dandy.
Oh, no.
Why not?
Apparently, the handy dandy several times a day, of course of the week.
All right.
So is there like something showing right now?
Yes, evening production currently underway, and what you can tell of time that it should start getting out soon.
No. Okay.
Trying to infiltrate this building.
Yeah.
Gonna wait till it lets out.
I mean, I think that while the play is still going, I want to just, kind of case the outside, see like if there are other potential points of entry, I guess,
Sure,
like
make me
or whatnot.
perception plus security.
Security, huh? Oh no, that's
Well,
there were 2 ones with that. I spend a willpower to zero it out because I don't want to freaking botch this.
What did I say about famous last words?
Oh, I know.
One of the doors you test is way more responsive than you'd expected it to be. And you see that there's actually someone standing right inside that door. And instead of letting them see you, you just sort of like follow the door open and let go so that it closes itself. Sort of like hide in a crevice as they reopen the door to see what might have opened it.
Right. All right. Well, that sucked. Yeah, like I mean, without any other options, I'm just I'm gonna wait for this production to let out, and then as people are leaving, just you know obfuscate my way in.
Sweet. Make me X plus stealth. Roll T6.
Okay.
Muscle your way again. Or rather, weave your way again.
Okay. That would be these things. um, that's a mixed bag. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I got 2.
then you have 5.
Yeah, I know. I rolled 3 ones that time.
Yeah, you managed to up there and get into the main lobby. There are stairs going up to box lounge off to one side through some doors where you're able to traverse the space. Heated as far as you can tell.
All right. So most people are leaving, but is there anybody who is not working there who has stuck around?
Yeah, there are the ushers who are sure that as the show's over, workers up. Tech crew who are cleaning up the stage. A bit of a rustle, of a hullabaloo backstage as actors.
Okay. I would like to go into, I guess, the theater proper. And I don't know, make my way backstage. Sounds like you're having fun over there.
Hey y'all, I don't belong here, but y'all sound like you're having fun. Can I play?
Yeah, you up on the stage, make your way past. Uh, there's a bit of traffic going on. You hear some random whistling, ropes left and right. Burly dudes throwing things around. Pieces of fabric hoisted into the ceiling. past that, states of dress and undress and coming out of makeup. A couple other people, all of them, hurry up and get out their clothes for some reason.
They need their clothes for some reason.
Yeah, you have some concept of that because you have a performance background. So yeah, it's all part of turnaround for a show. You know, there's a matinee tomorrow, so.
All right. Is there like somewhere where people like keep their personal effects? Like as in like, you know, where they put their things when they're changed into their clothing for the show?
Yeah, the dressing rooms or the green room.
All right. Well, I mean, obviously there's people in the dressing room right now because I can just like, well, let's see. I guess I'm gonna just look for something that's unattended.
There's plenty unattended. People running around seem pretty oblivious to things visible. So go ahead and drop me another Dex plus Stealth check.
Oh yeah. Okay. Oh, hello. Can't. Well, that is 1 to Dex. Oh look, no ones this time. What was my difficulty?
6.
All right. That looks like 3 to me.
All right, yeah. Managed to find a pretty empty dressing room that appears to be larger for the chorus. There are a few guys who are lounging, probably are hanging out in the green room, passing a glass back and forth, taking swig. For one of the managers is, and they have left satchel up on the racks in the dressing room. You're able to get your greedy little in, or when you're digging around in there.
I mean, valuables, obviously. Any well, I don't know. I was actually gonna say like, if there are any pieces of paper in there, I'm just gonna get them because I want to see what they're doing with their lives.
Yeah, actually managed to find a copy of the script, handy with notes on it on the back pages. Also managed to find a little tiny case with a bunch of the third satchel doesn't really have anything. I'm going to stop to try and inspect these pieces of paper, or are you just going to grab them and go?
No, I'm just gonna grab them and go.
Right. Going to stay and cause further havoc, or are you going to take your prize?
Honestly, I feel like I'm feeling a little nostalgic being among all of this stuff. I'm not sure what that actually means for me right now. If I was Stella, I'd be climbing up a rope right now. Is there anywhere here where there are instruments?
Not out open that you can see, but you know go down in the orchestra pit, there are like.
Okay, yeah. I pocket the things I got and I abscond with those and hop into that orchestra pit.
Abscond. What a nice word.
Down
Yes.
in the orchestra ditch, find that anyone with an instrument small enough to carry takes it with them. All the way up to pretty much a tuba. Only the bigger instruments stay there. So there's harp, piano that upright piano. There's symphony.
Ooh.
Yeah, nice big loud.
Nothing that I can carry.
There were copper bottom timpanis and horsemen.
There's nobody else in the pit right now, right?
No, all the musicians on off for the night. They're usually the first ones out.
Well, since I can't take anything, I'm just gonna like spend some time unstringing parts like the harp slightly.
Oh,
Oh, rude.
oh.
Everyone just like died a little.
How delicate are you trying to be with this harp?
Not that delicate. I've never played one, so I wouldn't really even know what is delicate or not, other than probably trying to mute it some.
If Pip ever finds out about this,
Right? You'll get in.
Hey, I
you'll get in
didn't touch the
trouble.
piano.
she's a music woman. You've been in her company. You've seen her play 4 instruments now.
Oh, right. Well,
Whatever
would've
do you need. Pip isn't here.
All right, go ahead and make me a Dex plus Athletics.
all right.
Difficulty 5.
She does not like it on her.
Oh, wait,
Is it to see how fast she can jump when a string snaps and tries to slap her in the face?
No, I'm trying to see something else.
AKA tuning a guitar. That's
I actually rolled 7.
100% what it's like.
Oh, you got
That's
7
why
successes?
old guitaristas have like that sexy ass like slash scar across their eye.
Yep.
Whoosh.
You're always a quarter of a turn away from losing an eye.
Yep.
I got 7
7
because
successes? Yeah,
Yeah.
you figure out that there's these little keys on the back up at the top, and so you're just like just knocking them off, and so it looks like a sad little fern.
Oh no!
I take the smallest string, coil it up, and put it in my pocket, and then I leave.
Pain.
Oh no!
The only way to give meaning to this act is if you kill someone with that string at some point.
That would be pretty awesome, actually.
Like
I
just
mean, I'm
garrote
actually-
a vampire.
How did you know?
Meanwhile,
Well, back at the ranch.
Mrs. Sterling, there's a knock on your door.
Hey,
Have Jean-Pierre and Patty come back?
No,
Well, then I can't tell them to answer it.
no, Mr. Sterling is heaving himself up out of his chair.
Oh, no, darling, please sit down. I can handle it this once.
All right, you want to say us?
And she gently pushes him back,
You heard him.
and moves to the door and pulls it open and flourishes herself and says, "How may I be of service?"
The waistcoat, you say that to, shifts backwards slightly, and you hear you look up and you see Clarence.
Oh, Mr. Clarence, please come in.
And He groans obligingly as you allow him in. And he sort of, you see what one might think are dumb eyes at first glance. Take in the room, and then look pointedly over at the door where your husband was relaxing.
Is there something I can help you with today, Mr. Clarence?
You get a short but clear nod. Sort of indicates towards.
Do you need Everett?
See another latent nod, a little bit of a bow.
I shall go fetch him. Just one moment. And she goes and... Monsieur, Mr. Clarence is here.
He sort of your husband sort of gathers himself, and he's like, oh, yeah, okay, thank you, darling, and like he like steals himself and sort of pats your hands and sort of turns you just a little bit to be like, it's probably just business. I won't bother you with the details. I'll be just.
Of course. Narrowed eyes.
So he closes the door behind himself. A few minutes pass by, and you hear a chuckle and a and then you hear a few pronounced thuds, as you imagine these are the staccato sounds of Clarence walking.
Mm-hmm.
And a click of a door, and the door to the room reopens. Husband is, and he's sort of shaking his head. Oh, that Clarence, he's such a joker.
As she's sitting pretty where they were before, she sort of gently closes the book and goes, "Oh, really? Has he been telling you stories?"
He sort of grins and looks off like he's remembering the joke. And he's like, "Well, I mean, I can't tell it like he does. All right, well."
You know, darling, I believe you're right. I don't think anyone could tell a story the way Clarence does. You're correct.
He's like, the short of it is, my dear, is that we've been invited to a very exclusive dinner with the prince himself.
Oh.
Yes, Prince Thomas is to dine. Have a bit of a chat. Myself, two of our associates on further business. Thanks for our service to his throne.
Well then. We'll need something to wear.
I do believe we will.
I just love that the two of them just, let's go shopping.
Yeah. So he pens a note for the help they return before you to catch up and
Mm-hmm. Bring the Surrey about.
Yeah. You two head off. A haberdasher and a milliner. Cut back to Ms. Allen.
It's been a while since we've had new millinery.
Where are you headed after you counseling?
Elysium.
Right.
To visit Dermot McDermott.
Right. Herkimer Varmint Hermit.
And go make bagpipes.
Herkimer, Marmot, Hermit.
Angus
McDermott.
back.
Yeah.
Hermit. The Herkimer Mermit. Herkimer
That's right.
Hermit Mermit.
I'm just hearing Hikama now.
Do you know that jicama is counted as a fruit?
Yep.
No. It has
I thought
seeds.
I thought it was a root.
I mean, is it not a root fruit?
I don't believe fruits are roots.
I always thought that fruits are
Fruits come from
because they have
flowers.
seeds.
You know, drupes aren't fruits.
That's why avocados are fruits, because they come from flowering trees.
Oh. I mean, is it like the way we do tomatoes?
I think so.
Yeah.
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 But yeah, I was watching a thing today and it was like, let's cut up the fruit. And then they put down a big old jicama and I'm like, that's a fruit?
Yeah.
I never really
That's
knew
not what
what
I
to
would
call it. I was
either.
just like, it's that thing that you eat.
I thought it was like a radish. Like, you know, like a,
A tuber.
A turnip?
yeah. Anyway. Sorry, continue. Go find Dermot McDermott, Marmite, Kermit.
Kermit. Kermit's a canine.
Shit! That's weird. But also,
That's why he doesn't age.
man, now I wish I had tried to find a puppet and just brought it, took it out of there just for all of it.
So you stroll down the street towards the turn to Palm, and as you look down the street, find exactly which once thus far, you spy the dancing couple. One of them is a bit faded, apparition, and that fortunately, Palm section of the sign has been splattered with, hopefully, bring that word. But not to worry. Underneath the sign, there is a ladder. On that ladder, a very young boy. Incredibly too large hat. Wonder how in the hell does this child see, let alone walk, with how low the brim of this hat drips.
Do I really?
It's an egregiously large brim on this hat. You're like, you could step on that. He uses cape? Oh no. Well, no, you see he's just a young boy.
Oh.
Pink faced, right? And there's the man, the myth, the legend, Dermot McDermott. Dermot McDonough.
Wait, did you do that on purpose or not?
His name is Dermot
Uh-oh.
McDonough.
Yeah.
Yes.
His name is Robert Paulson.
Damn it!
And he's at the bottom of this ladder, arms folded, speaking in what you pretty sure is Gaelic, or he's having maybe both.
Is he so he's speaking in tongues?
Well, I don't think Miss Allen's ever spoken Gaelic, though it does sound a little bit like someone from Vermont. Closest reference you have. And the young boy, for sure, is too brown to know what that language is, but I think both of you understand that he's upset about this vandalism.
Ah.
And so that's what the boy is on top of the ladder about, with all bucket and a rag.
Gotcha.
Meanwhile, holding up the wall in front of the doors is incredibly dapper. Hey? Incredibly dapper Reginald A.
Yes. I do have.
Did I give a face that him a true face?
No, I think we've only ever seen his Picasso face.
Yeah.
And have all been super grateful of how apparently extremely handsome ours is. Because
Like, wow, symmetry. It
Yeah.
makes such a difference.
Rob was like, damn.
Abe's eyes line up with each other. It's pretty good.
All where I would imagine it would be, as opposed to where I could never imagine it would be. Yet there it is.
They're like, I don't know which eye to stare at. One is on his forehead and one is on his chin. Maybe if I turn my head sideways.
We can't
Eye
beat
contact.
gazes. It's very strange.
Right.
Maintain
You
eye
have
contact.
to do a quarter turn.
And what
To meet
happens if
both
he tries
eyes.
to use dread gaze? He can't even like gaze at anyone.
No, that's an advantage.
feel
You can do
like-
two at once.
That's right.
I feel like he used to be a candle and someone lit the wick and it just started like
Yeah.
It just melted his face off.
That's right. It's like I'm staring at two people at once.
Yeah, you look over and recognize the dapper attire, as there is touches part of his outfit, shoe, gloves, the bowler.
Mhm.
Steel yourself for the. But because it's out on the street, assume grotesque feature, and almost more startling. It's not attractive. Nose is bulbous, fat. Eyes are a little too close to each other. Like he's never seen another human. It's really upsetting. And the mustache makes no sense for that nose.
Kind of briefly has flashes of. I can't remember. Turn before. Right?
Frederick.
Von Schlieben.
Frederick. Yeah, Fred.
Frederick von Schlieben.
There was like a flit of Frederick's voice that goes across Hannah's brain. That's like, I could fix that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I could very much fix that. And she's like, I'm sure you could.
He could
I
fix
cannot
that.
tell
He just-
you how
Yeah.
much I hope that he constructed this face from like third-hand accounts.
Wow.
Tell me what this should look like. And
Is there like
Here.
is there a flaw where you can't see your own reflection or something?
Drink,
Yes.
drink a gallon of this moonshine and then tell me what that man looked like to you.
Like his most trusted ghoul is just fucking with it.
right,
There's
like
heat everywhere.
he asked to get a tattoo from like that guy that your cousin knows that just does them for $50, and it's like, here you go.
Like
Here's-
in the garage,
here's
In
the
like
the
picture.
bathroom.
dubious tools. Did you ever clean those?
Yeah, so there's Reginald, the position of supervisor, holding up the wall outside the elite. But inside you hear music, and if you feeling about
Well, I suppose it wouldn't touch it.
Yeah.
But you said he was outside or singing.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So I just approached him and I was
hear a very colorful sort of looping sort of it's a pejorative. It sounds like context wise it ends the sentence subject of some sort. You think you're getting at least the structure of what, and he looks
I
over.
speak 5 languages.
No, yeah, it doesn't take a linguist to understand that cursing someone
Yes.
something. And he turns ready to unleash a tirade upon you, and then comes up short.
Yes.
Ah, Zelen. I'm beset on all sides.
This is unfortunate. Is it not coming off?
God, don't know what it is.
The boy tried licking.
Hey, put your tongue into it.
Ah!
No, senor, no.
Don't do that. No.
I'm not. I mean, that could not be bad.
How are you going to know how to clean it if you don't know what it's made out of?
No,
It
and you
could be-
hear, yeah, and you hear Dermot reinforce like, another little shite never hurt anyone. Get your mouth up on there. Let's find out. No, senor, no. Por favor, no.
Aw.
He's like, all right, look, I'm gonna talk with this nice woman of good breeding, and when I'm done, we better have made progress. Like, see, senor, see. Like, he's like vigorously just slamming his hand with a little rag.
Oh man, it's like either that or you're just gonna eat that shit.
Yeah,
Could be human. Don't know.
and Dermot like decidedly turns away from the situation. He's like, good evening.
I was just at the and so entry.
Perception plus empathy, or subterfuge, whatever you prefer.
I am supposed to be babysitting them. I was to governess. I've had some experience dealing with children. So. Attentive?
Yeah.
1, 2,
Yeah.
4, 5, 6.
He had something interesting to say when you mentioned being Eckerbird. He kept going, so he kept quiet.
Okay. I paused for just the briefest moment. Going to.
Well, you moved off onto a different conversation.
Okay.
And well, give me, but my job here at least.
Well, I mean, it is, but now I'm the division of the Ventru and like to upkeep.
Place you a roster.
Yes, exactly. If you have
Oh,
something like that.
No, yeah. Well, prints and then, but ready. So
Yes.
and you prints.
No.
Oh, no,
No,
right?
no.
Yeah, that's Rochelle's business. So let's see.
This is the face Hannah makes.
Let's see here. Titus and there's Augusta.
Oh, I'm sorry, Mr.
Sirius. Centaur. What? Right.
Sorry. If you could just give me a list and then I shall.
Oh.
Or you could just send it to me. Your stick. I am saying the white horse. You can just send it.
Oh, hey, yeah. Oh, yeah. All right. Yeah.
You seem to have your hands full at them.
He's pointedly not looking back. He's like, oh, it'll be sorted by the end of the night one way.
But yes,
You hear a snort from Reginald.
I did not perchance happen to.
Oh, a handful, yeah.
Is there anyone in particular I should?
Oh, no. Far be it from me to
The snitch.
Oh, no, I'd never use such a accurate word. No. Your clansmen, no, all have their own qualities.
Yes. I'm aware.
Spoken like a true toreador.
Spoken like a neutral party who has to keep track of all of them.
Well, again, as you are a bit busy at the moment, send me a where.
Oh well, I could definitely give recommendations to them. Yes.
That will be.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. Anything for you, Miss Allen. Oh yeah, my pleasure.
You know, I really do.
The banging
of.
gets louder. Whap, whap, whap. Just like at this point, he's strength instead of dex to try and get whatever this crud is caked on.
I just look at as I sort of make my way about. Thank you for. I look over at Reginald, like Reginald.
He comes sauntering over as now he's conversation. He's like, well, Mrs. Allen, I don't have a lot of experience with the substance myself as of, but I dare say in my younger years, I spent some time in the below regions of a few different cities of the world, and that almost
The
definitely
nethers.
dried up
Shit,
heavings of some sort. Whatever it was, I'm having some stress intestinally.
And then
Oh, it's
you know,
diarrhea.
Well, I doubt it came straight from the source, so to speak.
That's a feat.
Ah, yes, I suppose. Although, you know,
I imagine some enterprising youths out for a lark used it as projectiles.
well,
Perhaps secondarily from the sources, this is a rather busy thoroughfare.
I feel like my romp was way more classy now.
I look at it for a moment and I was like, I don't necessarily know if I feel sorry for.
Yeah, Reginald's like, ah, yes, well, there's the rub. Don't know if we can locate them. I know I'm in no rush to make a match, so to speak, and even then, that'd be from the source, not necessarily the delivery system.
Look to that young man there trying to
Whap,
off.
whap.
It would be from the manufacturer, not from the delivery.
No, he might want to put some more elbow grease into it. He's just kind of whacking it. I don't think that's going to.
Ladder is wobbling back and
Elbow grease. This is not a good. As having been a governess and having to have cleaned a few children's accidents, I can tell you that that maneuver is not going to get that off. Elbow grease.
the kid looks
Special
down.
emotions.
The kid looks down as you've obviously yelled at him as well,
Uh-huh.
and you know all too well the look of someone who is loudly thinking, well, then how come you don't come up with it?
That's what I was like,
But he apparently knows better than to say it,
Mm-hmm.
and just goes back to aggressively trying to knock it off of the, as he can't entirely reach it from the top of the ladder.
I just look up at him and I raise an eyebrow and I call out, I saw that!
The thwapping stops momentarily, confused. And Dermot's like, oh, what? What do you do? What?
Child.
Oh, I think he's part English. No, it's the worst.
somewhere Pippa feels totally like targeted.
Pippa's getting measured for a new dress and goes, I'm gonna sing soon.
Hannah just sort of shrugs. She's not British. Well, at least not directly.
Where do you sojourn to?
I sojourn back to my abode for.
Go greet you. Telling you. Correspondence.
Oh.
It's in.
My French is not the best, but I have a heavy American accent.
This is a much.
Silver plate.
I can understand it. It's just Hannah's very American, and she's all like,
Buongiorno.
well, she's not from the South. It's just bonjour.
Bonjour.
Yeah, bonjour.
Oh man.
Third best Italian. I'm speaking Italian. Like I said, third best.
Anyways, it's in French. I read it.
And the hand lighter than you. It invites you. Party. Theo just still looks like just asked if that elephant has. But he recovers a moment later and he's like, "Sure we could procure one for you, Ms. Allen? Absolutely."
Yeah, all right. I'm expecting another correspondence. Perhaps it shall from so go find an outfit.
Are some fashion blocks down a number of shops that accommodate. I believe there are a few. Of course, Ms. Allen.
And wanders off into the go find a store. I wanted to look like a governess going to a party, but like a governess.
Sure. I imagine that you encounter the Sterling flitting about.
I just see her showing up in her already like dress, but she just brought an extra lace collar to like put along the edges.
Yeah.
I mean,
Evening attire.
I mean, that would very much be perfect because that's how they would sell things sometimes, is you just add it on to whatever you already had.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, I know you know, but I'm just like, yes, confirmation, yes. I run into the streets like, Pippa, look at my new evening gown. And she just like holds it up. Holds up the little lace bob.
Exactly the same. Yeah.
It's stunning.
So fashionable. Thank you. I thought it was so fashionable.
A bit racy if you ask me. I think you wear it
Wow.
well.
Darling,
A
please.
little bit small.
You're tartlet.
Miss Allen, please don't listen to a word he says. He's been cheeky all evening.
Not at all, Miss Allen. I would never accuse you of being a sleut.
Oh no.
Perhaps I should get some sort of jewel or something. My bun.
I have a comb. If you,
Oh, a comb. That sounds.
yes,
I would love to borrow your comb.
yes. Well, on the way when we're finished, I'll have. We'll invite you over one way or another.
Okay.
I don't know where my ghouls are. I don't know where anything is. I'll figure it out. I'm a woman. It's fine.
Okay. Thank you, darling.
It's turned into Clueless out there.
clueless of the Victorian ages
This
with a
Right.
stuffed up old lady.
Union Square. Union Square, 1850. I love it. Meanwhile, back down at the bottom of the hill, Frankie's reign of terror continues. But as we look back from that, Abe.
Yep.
Finished a pipe too?
Yeah.
This has been the best self-care you've had in a long time.
I know.
Yeah, meanwhile, Abe has the chillest night ever.
Just good coastal air. Smoking a pipe. Not talking to anybody. It's great.
So do you just head back to the hotel when it starts getting a little earlier in the night or earlier in the morning?
Yeah, like I hang around for a bit, and if there's no, because I'm still on the watch for a sign that Frankie might be in trouble, but I don't hover too much. If I don't get anything after a while, I'll start to make the trek back to the hotel.
All right, so I think you're going to make it all the way back to the hotel. Or to make sure, Frankie, after
Yes.
your horrific act, with the harp, where do you head next?
What else is like open right now? I mean, I feel like I want to start heading towards where Abe was, but I mean, if I see anything interesting on the way, I'll probably poke at it. Like, I'm walking along the street. Are there any like carriages out there that are currently not occupied, or at least not by the people that would normally be in there? Because I could probably deal with just the driver, but not necessarily everybody.
I mean, at this time of night, there are many unattended carts and wagons and such that are either not connected or have been or tied off, patched.
Okay. Maybe let's see. I did say I wanted to follow somebody at some point. So probably like try to find somebody who's alone and is heading towards like a better part of town than I'm in right now.
Yeah, it doesn't take you long. You find gentleman, big wide brimmed front, the brown, bushy beard. Coat, trudging uphill. Nicer.
All right. I mean, I tail him, not too close.
Go ahead and make me.
All right.
Still invisible?
Yes.
Where at this
I mean,
Something happens.
I rolled a 6, so assuming that it was a 7 that I needed.
Difficulty 6. What?
I got 6.
Yeah. They never know you're there.
Cool.
How long do you trail them?
I mean, until they turn into somewhere, or until like maybe about an hour has passed, because I don't want to stay out too late.
Sure. No, they trudge into town and seem to slow down and stop in front of sort of hell-looking tavern station. Has a simple like wooden plate to the door. Letters. Fernando's beard appears to regard this location for a minute up the street, and then keeps trudging up the street. After about 20 minutes or so. And then after a little while, you've turned through a few streets.
Mm-hmm.
After a bit, you see another what would be an old Spanish style. It's lit up. Someone standing outside front, above where the entrance is. Dorado. Beard stop and go. Walks up to the door. The person at the door is like, establishment of Ute. Don't offer credit. Hear a gravelly voice go. I don't need no credit. I got dust. And you see him hoist a little pouch out from underneath his coat. Guy goes, "Very worth, sir. Auto." Opens the door for him.
Somebody struck gold.
Hey, okay, so do I feel that I could slip in right there, or is that too risky? Or what would I roll to think that about that?
Wits. Pretty.
All right, intuition?
Yes.
Alrighty. And that was, sorry, what was the difficulty on that?
7.
Okay, 1, 2, 3. I got 3.
3. Yeah, you can get in there. Be close, but you can slide in behind him.
All right, I give it a shot.
Another Dex plus Stealth.
Okay. Wow, look at that. That's a lot of 8s. Okay. I got 5.
Right. Feel yourself hit the coat of the gentleman with the beard, but you slide in right behind without attracting any or gets close. Yeah. Quarter back, but wider to the left and right. Desk or wall. Bunch of chairs and spread around this lighter. Behind the desk, as well. Someone who appears behind the desk stands. Welcome to Auto. How? I pulls out a pouch, different pouch than the one hefted in front of the guy at the door. Goes, meal, bath, room. A girl if you got him. And the person at the desk is like, oh, well, I'm sure we can accommodate all of those requests. Absolutely. One moment. And
Let me just check the cupboard.
so this sort of starts. They start transacting and get some.
Okay.
Are you interested in this, or are you moving
I mean, he at least like pulled out 2 pouches right now, but I guess I do kind of let my eye like roam the room to see if there's anyone else that looks like particularly lucky, but also not very attentive.
No. Well, there is someone in a chair to a fireplace. Their boots up on the side table and fireplace. Look like staff.
All right. Guess there's either that or I try to see if I can get into somebody's room.
Into what?
Sorry, I'm just talking to myself. I was mostly just talking to myself at that point. Actually, can I like watch the person that was at the desk for a while to see where they put the money?
Oh yeah. As soon as they talk for a few moments. Got a key, unlock a drawer, pull out another key on the desk. Person, close it, lock the key, desk again. The beard picks up. Desk person sets the pouch into the locked door. Beard picks up the key and walks out. And then the person that back, and you hear the person appeared to be sleeping by the fireplace goes, what? Which is very clearly the voice of someone who is not asleep.
All right.
Person that heard the guy like some back goes, all right, hold on. Stands up.
It's on a wig.
Yeah.
It's like, we won't.
Yeah.
That's right. let me change my
about that is that's kind of a thing that happened.
He sort of like adjusts himself and goes, okay.
right.
I think it would be funnier if he just like put on the corset and stuff and just like kept the gravelly voice.
Right. Yeah. The stubble and everything.
let me go get my good shoes.
No, he's like, yeah, all right. Comes over to the counter, he's like, money. And the person at the desk is like, You guys don't trust me at all. And Zach goes, no, no. So,
You're right.
the person at the desk unlocks the drawer, pulls out the pouch, drops it on the counter. Zach picks it up, puts it into his coat somewhere, opens the door, and he says, "You're up." And the person who was at the front door comes in and takes up the spot where the fireplace. And Zach out the door.
Hmm. Shit. I follow.
Follow Zach.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Another stealth check. Okay.
One, two. Okay. 3.
Slide out of the door as he swings it behind him, and don't really think about it as he steps off of the steps street, but see him sort of cast around himself, and you realize that our shoes are leaving prints in the mud, but it's really dim out. Like, there's a lot of cloud cover, so there's like not a lot of natural light, but there are a few flames in windows, and there's brick light. They're down the street, cast down. See that he's obviously spooked, sort of looking about and got his hand.
All right. I mean, I'll try not to move for a bit then.
After a long pause, keeps his hand in his coat, but he
All right. I mean, I'm starting to feel like I should probably head back though. But I look around the front of this building, and is there anything interesting that I can just grab off of here? Like fixtures? I don't know.
no, not out front, as enough random traffic that
Oh yeah, they wouldn't put anything there.
yeah, like they usually have someone out front, but apparently that's to keep out people walking in.
All right. Yeah, I'm thinking about Axtad and thinking, well, I could push it more, but I probably shouldn't. And so I start to head back.
All right.
Yep.
Back into the room. Letter on the floor. Door.
Oh, well, I will take it and open it.
You note that on the outside, it's here, right, Mister? Right?
Yep.
You're Murray et al.
All right, okay.
That's all.
Hi at all? Is that?
I mean,
I suppose.
that's a whole good thing we don't have to pay taxes.
You could claim that many independents, so you know, hey.
Well, yeah, I my curiosity is now piqued, so I will try to read this letter.
Yeah, there it is. Script And you're like, oh no, this is real French.
Oh yeah.
You also notice that as you start reading the bonjour, etc., that another smaller piece of falls out. That in plain English says parentheses bold parentheses. And
It's
if you ever find yourself in New Orleans, I'd be glad to have you as a sincerely, Lydia Halink.
Aw.
Well, that's Abe takes a seat and has a rare moment of nostalgia and vulnerability for a second, and I will pocket the smaller note
Aw.
and put it in the pocket of my waistcoat.
What? But that means you can have a pen friend now.
Well,
The
maybe
longer note-
Abe don't write good letters, but
Aw.
The longer note, another invitation for yourself, as well as your charge. Share refreshments, conversation, Highness Prince Thomas, as personal gratitude services, Princedom.
it is all in nice. We're gonna have to get fancy a little bit. I don't know if my uniform is gonna cut it anymore. So we might have to. And Abe takes off his sturdy wool hat and is like, maybe I should get a fancier one.
A fancier hat.
Aw.
Aw.
Gotta update that hat.
Hey,
A new chapeau.
I know.
As Hannah would say, chapeau.
Chapeau.
Chapo.
Chapeau.
Chapo.
Need a new chapeau.
As Pip is just like, please stop. Please.
Yeah. Abe is careful because there's real French around. Otherwise, it'd be idioms and slang all over the place.
Well, have you met Pippa's husband?
It's like there's not. Our chapeau is more casts. More casts.
I was like, if you're afraid of anyone critiquing anyone's French, anytime Everett speaks,
Oh yeah,
everyone's like,
yeah. Both of you are like, no, I'm speaking it wrong.
Yeah, a little bit.
loves
Yeah.
it.
And then a little while later, in slinks Frankie, has gotten pretty early in the morning.
Hey, Dad.
Did you find what you were looking for?
Sort of. I got to see the end of a show and do some dastardly things to a harp.
Don't tell me.
All right.
I don't want to know.
I was gay. I did
Right.
crimes.
What?
You know.
I told you I walked in the other direction. All I care about is whether you got what you wanted out of it.
Yeah, I think so. Scratch the itch.
No. I can't help you much with this kind of stuff, to be completely honest. And I'm not just talking about the skulking about causing mischief. When I became this, I made a pick, and I walk among these people sometimes, but I'm not part of it anymore. So when you tell me you're missing some of it and you're wanting to mess with that, there's not too much wisdom I can give you. I left that behind me.
Honestly, that's all right. You know what I noticed when I was out there was that it's not nearly as fun because the risk is a lot higher.
Well, I mean, it's a different game out there. If you want to talk about how to balance the two, your best bet would probably be talking with Mrs. Sterling.
Really?
Well, she's got a foot in both worlds. More than I ever would.
Oh, well.
I made a choice, and I live by it. So that's my recommendation to you.
All right.
At some point, and I'm telling you this, I don't know that I would say this to any of the others, but you gotta pick who and what you want to be. You don't got no sire out there, and I mean, I'm fine looking over you, but the reality is, at some point, you gotta become your own person too.
Well, honestly, my sire's still out there somewhere. I haven't seen her pretty much since I got turned. But I know that she's out there somewhere.
Well, you're making a name for yourself, is what I'm getting at. So,
well, yeah. You know what I was thinking though is that we should totally go hunting for Sabat sometime.
well,
maybe that would be more fun.
That's why I'm around. That's the whole reason for all this.
Yeah. Well, at least it's something we could do together.
That's what you're looking for, then I'd be glad.
Sure. I mean, all that, like, being myself, like, stuff. Sure. But, I mean, I also like spending time with you.
Well, I've come to enjoy it too. So,
hey, can we go, like, smoke a pipe or something now?
I mean,
I know it's getting early, but...
Well, I mean, we can probably sneak one last one before...
All right. Sounds good.
The...
I got some things that I'm going to go and look at, and
well,
I will not tell you where they came from.
I don't want to hear about that. Get in gear. Get the tobacco out before the big shiny hate ball comes out and kills us.
Yep.
So, yeah. So I guess we'll go out and smoke one last pipe before the end of the evening. It's actually a pretty good night for Abe. Abe is he's pretty much in the black right now.
Well, that just means that the next night's just gonna be shit. No.
Well, that's how it usually goes.
Frankie, before you go out, last type of the night, over at the desk where the journal is kept, corresponding your personalities.
Okay.
one of the pages has sort of flipped itself over, hasn't been turned down yet. Also got folded paper that has the paper that the ward lost sister that reminds cousin.
Wait, that's like, oh, you mean like the one that was in there from, I think it might have been Stella who saw that way back then. All right.
With that little reminder, all of you now aware of dinner with the prince.
Yeah.
Tonight's time. Go ahead and call it there for the night.
All right.
Whoop.
Oh, I'm almost out of tea.
It's good timing then.
I
It's
have
a very
like-
nice cup.